What's up, everybody? It is another episode of American Grit. Super excited because we have yet another guest with us. Also, I have glasses on, so it's going to be a really smart show. Let's get it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Smart show.
It's weird not coming in with
I know,
music.
right?
No music. I'm like, and I had the perfect song picked out too.
Did you?
It was J-Lo, Ain't Your Mama.
Yeah.
God damn.
It was going to be great.
so
It's
It
going
would
to be
have been
epic.
so perfect.
It's going to be
would've
epic.
been so
It's going to be
brilliant.
epic. But we have a good reason we don't have music.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
We have a really
Absolutely
good reason.
great reason.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lem Gonsalves here, and you can find me always on social media at The Poet Saint all day, every day. And you can check out my website, stayinthemic.com. We got the usual suspects with us. Less one, but you know, that's how we do. The OG crew.
We got it.
Right next to me, you know how she does. Hooters from the back end, as she said. That's what she said. That's what she
It
said.
sounds terrible without context, I'm realizing.
Anyways, you cannot find me there, but you can find me on Instagram at Sports and Sass with 2 S's and Twitter with 3 S's.
You had to be here. It was an inside
Yes, you had to
joke
be here.
that
You
I
had to
just
be
made
here
public.
before.
But it's all good.
It's okay.
It's all good. Maybe we'll explain it later.
We
Outside joke now.
Probably.
That's what I said. It's on the outside now. Of course, I got my boy Ty Matthews here. Ty Matthews.
Oh, get it? So happy to be here.
Yes.
It feels amazing in here.
I know,
It has
it
been
does.
so hot lately.
It's
I
super,
know.
super hot.
Feels so good here. Y'all can find me on all forms of social media at Ty Matthews PMA.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, we do have a guest via Skype, which is why we didn't have intro music. But it's a good reason because we have an amazing person with there. So excited for her. Ladies and gentlemen, from Team Chloe, aka the Red Team, Natalie in the building. Hey! What's up, lady?
Nothing much. What's going on you guys' end?
You know, we're just doing this after show. That's all.
Just kicking it.
Yeah, nothing major.
What's it say on your shirt?
I know.
Hashtag call your own damn mama.
I love it.
Hell
I
yeah.
love it.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. That is amazing. Did you get that like right after the show?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's incredible.
Okay.
Right after the show, and I copyrighted it so no one can steal it.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Smart
Smart
lady.
mama.
Smart lady.
Smart lady.
Smart mama. Exactly.
Smart mama, smart lady, but she doesn't want to go by mama anymore.
Right,
Remember,
right. Well,
she's Natalie.
Right.
She's Natalie. But she's still.
It's mama.
So Natalie, first of all, you know, not to spoil it, but of course, people should have watched the show before they watch this.
What's the after show?
Yeah.
Right. But you were eliminated. First one from the group of the 16. I was heartbroken to see you go because I was really looking forward to your progression on the show. Just, I mean, you brought life. I mean, your team loved you. You know, you were the glue, as they were saying. What was your initial reaction, first of all, when that happened? I mean, it was a tough challenge. It was, as what did John say? It wasn't strength.
It wasn't strength,
but it
it
was
was
resolve.
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 Right.
But you were up there. You know, you were up there for a long time. Of course,
Yeah.
you couldn't hung out. What went through your mind initially when you hit that water and you knew you had to ring out?
That I had them face planked in the goddamn water. Went down face.
That was the initial reaction.
She was probably like, oh, that was not graceful.
That was a rough one.
That was a terrible.
Sure.
Got a
Not
two.
graceful at all. Not graceful at all. But I must say, I hung in there with a yoga instructor and George Foreman's son. I mean,
There you go.
Yeah,
how the hell did you put me up against those two?
exactly.
That's a good point.
You couldn't put me up against Hannah.
Right. Hannah, aka the crier.
We'll get to that. We'll get to
Oh,
Hannah.
man.
Yeah.
I saw Peppermint Patty.
Oh my God! It was okay. I just since you brought it up, we'll just go into it. So I mean, she's been crying since the first episode, and she hasn't stopped. My favorite was the freaking lure in her freaking.
Oh man,
in her
the way they shot that, the way they edited that, I was losing
like
my mind.
they made it like it was so dramatic. Like she got
That
shot.
was
Like what a
really,
gun.
really funny.
Like she was just like do do do. It was like the dramatic music, and then she's like, and we're like, oh, she's not gonna cry. She's not gonna cry. All of a sudden, waterworks. You know, it was hilarious.
That was pretty crazy. You would have thought that was a big old goddamn catfish that was stuck in the face. And then after the medic pull it out and put a goddamn Band-Aid on it and she's biting on the goddamn
You don't want to know what I said about that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, what does she have, like an oar, or what was
I
that?
don't know,
looked
but
like
she,
a spoon.
I thought she was trying to show us other kind of
Jesus
talent.
Christ.
Because
Man.
she was like, and I was like, girl,
She was biting on that spoon and holding on the back of Chris's hair.
Yeah.
That did look rather sexual.
see,
Let me
she was like,
It
don't do things like that.
It did not look good. We'll just say that.
well,
it did
I
not
for
look
sure
good.
thought I was gonna see, like, you know how you see it on the internet, like when they show
Right.
it, like, you know, someone's got it like hooked in their eye, but it's like
right,
straight up. And when I
right.
saw it, we're like, oh, I was like, oh, those things are no joke, man.
Yeah.
Those are no joke. And then I see it, I was like,
on her leg.
that looks like, you know, when you were a kid and you used to
Yeah,
put like
exactly.
the pin through your finger
Right,
just
right,
to see
right.
like how much you can get through.
Or you got like a splinter.
Exactly.
Right.
Ooh,
Like, that's-
I bet you a splinter would have hurt.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why the editing was so genius, because
Right.
of that juxtaposition. That was one of
Exactly.
the funniest moments of
Oh,
this
dude,
episode
that
for
was
me.
so over
man.
dramatized,
No,
but it was
but
great.
with her, the funniest
There
part
was a lot of drama with Hannah.
Yeah.
Even when she first got there and she was whining about the bug, and I'm still acting like somebody's damn mom. I was like, what's the matter? You okay? And she was like, this bug. I just go in her boobs and take the bug out and pluck it and walk off, and then my ass still stuck there with a shoe in the goddamn wood.
Poor little Tink Tink.
poor little Ting Ting. Oh,
Yeah, she's definitely the drama queen of the show. I just want to know, and I love when you guys come on because you can kind of set it straight. So basically, the whole ultimate thing is she's as much as a crybaby, if not more, than what we see on TV.
Yeah, I mean, I think now she don't look like she cry as much because maybe she got her grit. But on the show, oh my God, she cried for every damn thing.
Word.
It's Sunday. Oh, Hannah, shut your ass up. I was about to pass a bottle.
I love her.
I don't even have no milk up in here, honey.
I'm even sadder than
Fine,
Natalie's
Southern.
gone after-
Oh, my God.
after tonight.
I'm telling you, someone needs to make an amazing meme with her crying and just
if it's not done already.
between her ugly cry and
Right.
Kim Kardashian's ugly cry,
Yeah.
I don't know like
Which one is better?
which one is better, because she's like, you're so
Yeah.
intimidating.
Yeah.
He's like, don't cry. Why are you crying? I lost it. I was like, oh no.
I cannot wait to see more scenes between Burke and Hannah for sure.
Oh, for sure. And you know it gets on his everlasting nerves.
Of course.
yeah.
Because it's just like you're crying for nothing. So Hannah, sorry, Hannah. Natalie, she's that's a Freudian slip. My bad, Natalie. Sorry, we were just talking about it. I want to get to the beginning of the episode, and I want to get serious and kind of talked, and we learned a little bit more about you. And this was you had lost your daughter in a car accident. And part of your family. Can you? And I mean, obviously, you said you haven't. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you said you hadn't celebrated a Mother's Day since then because it happened on or around Mother's Day. Is that correct?
Right. I hadn't celebrated a Mother's Day. I should have said since I had my kids, since I had my two boys. I have two boys now.
Right.
And before my daughter, before I had my boys, we wouldn't celebrate a Mother's Day after my daughter passed away.
Wow.
But after I had kids again, I had no choice but to celebrate
Right.
Mother's Day again because it was something to celebrate.
Wow.
And all three of my kids, their birthdays are all in the same week. My daughter was July the 2nd. My son Donovan is July the 5th. Justin is the 7th, and I'm the 10th. I just gave you guys some lottery numbers.
and
There
I'm
you
the
go.
14th.
That's coming up. That's coming up.
Wow. That is.
So we're all within 2 weeks.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Was it hard for you? I mean, because everyone obviously talks about personal things that they're struggling with on the show. When you gave that information to the producers and using that segment, was that hard for you to do?
I just think that it's something that I needed to get out. Hopefully the lady that hit my daughter, maybe she'll see American Grit and know that I'm okay. After the accident happened, I would call Oprah every year, send her a message every year to get on the show to say I wanted to meet the lady that hit my daughter.
Wow.
To let her, I don't hate you. I know this was an actual accident. You didn't do this on purpose. You didn't literally come out of your house to hit somebody. So just to get some kind of closure on that part. But Oprah never called me. Whatever. Might be able to get Gail.
Oprah Jr. Oh my gosh, Natalie, I love you.
I know.
So
Can we put her back on American
I know,
Grit? Can
right?
we start like a trend?
like a what is it? A poll or
yeah,
something?
like
Yeah,
a poll or like a hashtag like get
Something.
Natalie back.
That poll to bring Mama back, honey. Because
Yeah.
if I would have known Gigi was giving up them damn lashes, I would have beat her with a damn belt.
Did I not have the same reaction? Did I not have...
Gigi said she was giving up some chapstick, and I'm like, chapstick? And when she went and said, well, I'm going to give up my eyelashes and started crying, I'm like, is she serious?
Dead serious. Speaking of Gigi,
And then he's like, oh, I'm so proud of her. I was like,
yeah. Like what?
He slapped in the damn face. Talking about he sprung up and
that's like
eyelash.
that's like me
Yeah.
going and being like, you know what? I'm gonna give up my padded bra, but I'm
Right.
gonna keep my other bra, okay?
Right.
Just because the padded one.
Terrible. No,
No.
it was just
No.
really. She's
Everyone's
like,
got their own sacrifices.
she's like, I feel naked without them.
The other one's like, this bear charged
Right.
at me 10
Right.
yards. These are his teeth. I'm
Right.
giving it up. And then she's like, I got chapstick.
Herman and Gigi might be at opposite ends of the spectrum. for sure.
Super opposite. I love when she. Was you around when she prayed for that crab? Because that was classic.
Piss out of Gigi praying for that goddamn crab. Prayed over a damn crab, and then she gonna say she fried a crab or something, or she did something to it. Girl, you just put that in a pot of water and boiled it. Come on now.
She did say she fried it. She
did.
did
I
say
was
she
wondering
fried
about
it.
that.
She did say she fried it. Oh, poor
Penelope
little
the
Gigi.
crab.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. So I love that you're giving us all of this. This is great.
This is amazing.
Let's get into the challenge because this particular theme is about sacrifice, and so obviously when I first saw it, I was like, okay, they got to run through, and he's like, oh, they're gonna have different. I was like, what do they have to give up? But sacrifice, giving things up.
Right.
So obviously the cadres, they talk to their teams, kind of prep you guys up. When Chloe talked to you all before the initial challenge, what kind of was discussed, amongst you all? Like, what was your game plan?
Well, before the challenge, we all decided which one we were going to go to. Who would take 1, 2, 3, or 4, whatever. We had decided that before we went into action. Then after that, once we got there, and Sherman saw that Sherman saw that dog collar. He was like, "No, I don't want y'all to put this dog collar on. I'll put it on." So he put it on, and then me. See the alligator shake. Oh, I'm from Louisiana. I could drink that. Oh my God!
How was that, by the
Yeah.
way? Like, what did that taste like?
That's like drinking sour milk and fish juice.
Oh, and it's sitting out in the sun, so it's not even cold.
Oh,
Well, it
gosh.
was cold because they had chunks of ice in it. So they
Oh,
had
they did.
chunks of ice.
Oh, okay.
They had soy milk, pieces of alligator, and chickpeas or something like that in it. Oh,
Oh,
Still sounds nasty.
oh,
That
I would
still
have
sounds nasty.
never been able to do
Oh
that.
God,
first thought it was Michael. Michael said it tastes good.
really? Oh, Michael's crazy.
I told you.
Mike.
said-
Yeah, he's crazy. So going back, you said you had picked the numbers, so you didn't know what the things were. You just knew what stations. You guys decided what stations, who was going to do what. And
Well,
then,
we had messed it up once Sherman picked up the collar, and then
Got
I
it.
said, I'll drink the alligator juice, but if it was me getting butt booty ass naked, honey, it wasn't going to happen. I was about to do that challenge, because guess what? I wasn't going to sacrifice this body here. Hell no. It wasn't going to happen.
she said, "Butt booty is
Oh
naked."
God, this is the best
I don't have
interview.
much hair to shave. I'd have shaved my head.
Yeah.
That's me getting butt booty ass naked on
Yeah.
national TV for people to see this body?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Not having it. But you know what? They blur it out though, Natalie. I mean, that didn't matter.
Don't give two shits about blurring it out. I don't care. Everybody else see it, that's there. I laughed so much at Richard, I had to pee on myself.
Richard did not waste
When
time.
I
a
saw,
second.
wait,
Yo.
he was the one that I was like, yes.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, that's my big boy. I was like, go, go, go. But I also wasn't surprised when
And Richard took off his clothes, and I mean, he got to his stand, and he was standing up there with his hands on his hip with no clothes on. He was just standing up there like he Captain America. I'm like, what was he doing? We were laughing so hard, and Chloe was so mad at us because we were laughing, but we couldn't stop laughing. And then when they asked him if he wanted to talk, he was like, nah, I'm good. I was like,
He said, "I'm good."
I'm good.
Nah, I don't
That's
need to tell. I'm just gonna
phenomenal.
stay here. butt booty naked for
Butt
you.
booty ass naked. Hashtag. That's the new hashtag. Butt booty ass
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Yeah, I was like, this is great. This is great. So when you get to the end, obviously there's a snafu with your team specifically, and one of the members of your team forgot to get their medal. So take us to that point.
Yeah, we went back and trying to set up our flag, and I noticed I rewound the tape about 50,000 times and realized Allison wasn't holding on to her medal. She didn't even grab the flag. You know when you're on national TV, you see all your damn fat, and I'm running back with her to go get her flagpole and put her medal in there. And that just wasn't a good look, honey. I need to be on a diet somewhere. I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not eating nothing.
She said, oh my God.
I feel like her and I would get along so well.
Every time.
She didn't put her medal in
the box.
In the box, and so she didn't get her part of the flag, so we couldn't assemble our flag fast enough.
Do you think that, looking back, obviously you said you rewound it a bunch of times. If she would have remembered to do that, do you think you all would have won?
It would have been possible because I noticed that when Team Blue had to shave their head, it's like they kind of like paused. Hell no, if that was us, we about to shave Allison's head to shit. If we wasn't the winners, you was going to have a mullet on your head because you was going to shave something over there.
Oh man, she would have been a bald-headed Allison.
Man,
basically,
it was interesting seeing the different types of challenges from gate to gate. Like one dealt with physical pain, one dealt with that kind of the strength of your stomach. You know, one dealt with that kind of I guess the exhibitionism.
Right.
Like they were all so different. You know, and then the head shaving, of course.
Yeah.
And of course it's the girl with the most kind of recognizable head of hair.
And see, and we were talking about this when we were watching it because I'm like, I don't have any hair in my head. So if I was number 4, it would have been nothing for me. But there was no way to distinguish. It just happened to be like, if you were bald headed on reason 4, you would have just been bald headed already. Correct?
Would you have shaved your beard, Lem?
I mean, of course.
Yeah.
See, I kind of felt bad when she's like, I identify with my hair, and I was like, because I remember even I said last week, when someone shaved their, I don't know if I would have been able to do that.
Right.
I'm known for my long hair and it's thick and all that, and she's just like, she's sitting there, and when she said she identifies with it, and she didn't know if she could, I was like, she's gonna say no, she's gonna say no, and she's like, yes. I was like,
and I thought she was gonna say no, but she said yes, but she said that the only way she would cut it off is if she could donate her hair to Buffalo Locks.
Absolutely.
So, and I thought that was a bold move that she made. She was beautiful. She looked like G.I. Jane.
Yeah.
I thought that.
It's a great look on her.
She looked great.
Just so happened.
She looked good, and not a lot of people could pull her off. But when she came out with that, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, I like.
She really pulled it off, just like some babies. Some babies come out ugly as hell, but you just lie to the mom and be like, oh, look how. But she really did look good. She didn't have no earrings in. I gave her a pair of earrings to put on.
Oh, okay.
Afterwards, and I told her she looked beautiful. I mean, hair could be grown back. I mean, that's not a big deal.
True. Right. True.
But I don't know about you getting butt booty ass naked and you can neck, because honey, this ain't the body for TV. I'm not a Kim Kardashian, honey.
This ain't the body for TV. Oh, glory. Okay. I do want to highlight there was a moment, and I think it was, I don't know exactly when, but it was right after you guys kind of were laughing, and Chloe kind of went in on you. What were you guys laughing at initially during that part that we saw?
Oh, Richard.
Oh, you were laughing. Oh, you were laughing at Richard. Oh, okay. And she was upset.
Captain America.
Was she upset that you were laughing at him, or she was just upset that you guys lost and weren't taking it seriously?
She was upset that we lost and that we weren't taking it serious.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense.
Especially looking at Richard like that, and like once we got ready to leave, they was like, "Okay, do everybody have all their belongings?" And everybody like, "Yeah." I said, "Richard, no, you left something." He was like, "Nah, I got everything." I said, "No, you don't. Your dignity is sitting right there where you put them down."
Oh man, poor Richard.
You left your dignity at station 3.
Damn.
Wow.
Got it.
Wow.
Boy, you better go pick your dignity up, because that's what you left it at.
Well, somebody. I mean, but there was 4 people that got naked. You picking on Richard?
That's true. That's fair.
Everybody. I mean,
That's
there was
fair.
4 different people that got naked.
I mean, Gigi with her 2 little Tic Tacs for breasts. I mean, nobody knows this poor little tiny little Gigi. And Michael, oh Lord Jesus, get the strength. I mean, Chris, oh Lord Jesus, get the strength.
She said, "Oh Lord Jesus."
Now, this was my house husband. He reminded me of Mr. Roper from Three's Company. This was Mr. Roper, and I was Mrs. Roper.
And you were Mrs. Roper. Oh man, I like Chris. I
did go up for when I was going in my challenge for elimination, I did go up to Chris and I let him know. I said, "Now, Chris, your wife have to leave for a while. Mr. Roper, Mrs. Roper got to leave for a while. You gonna have to take care of all these damn kids by yourself."
I love it, Mr. Roper. Oh, you remember Mr. Roper from Three's Company? Mr. Roper was the man. Oh my gosh. Because you know, she shaved her head, basically. Melanie agrees to shave her head. Then what that meant is that then, you know, Burke had to basically pick one person from each team, and then the blue team was safe. And so we see him kind of going to everybody, and then he goes to you first, and he, you know, pulls you to the side, and he tells you, you know, if there's just 4, I'm picking you because, you know, I believe you're strong. When he picked you, were you surprised? Did you feel like what he was saying to you was...
I thought he was going to pick Allison ass for not putting that damn medal in there. You pick me, my fat ass went running up that damn field and I drank that goddamn alligator shake and you still going to pick me? What the hell? All right, Burke.
That's reasonable.
I would have loved to have seen Allison gone in instead of her.
Right.
She needs to be back on the show.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
really,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Picked me to go in there because he said that I'm strong. I mean, I took it as a compliment, but I was pissed off at the same time because I'm like, shit, well, I mean, I got my own issues because Gigi worried about some damn eyelashes, and I don't know what everybody else's issues was, but shit, I have a problem with letting go of my kids. Both of my kids just left my house, and I'm an empty nester now. Shit, it's just me and my husband. I got to get used to him all over again. Shit, it's like we just met. Hey, how you doing? I'm Natalie. Hey, I'm Dan. Oh, she's not here no more. We used to go on the basketball games and football games and doing stuff with the kids and them busting in the room and all of that. So now we don't have nothing. So it's just like, it's just us.
Just y'all. Just y'all.
Yeah.
Now I know what my mom feels like. I'm the last one.
You're the last one?
Me too.
So, I mean, but don't you think that his strategy was good in the sense of, I mean, he's saying he did it because he wanted to leave the people that he felt needed it the most.
Right.
Yes.
And I think Burke is also the type, he's the type, I don't think he wants to get a win and not feel like he's earned it. I think he wants to put in the strongest people and see who the strongest is and who can survive.
Right.
He doesn't want to throw someone weak in there just to, you know, like he was talking about, just strategically.
Right.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like that kind of guy.
But also, if you can look at it as it is a good strategy because you're letting a strong person from an opposing team go.
Right.
And so now
That's
they're going to be essentially weaker because in your case, Natalie, you know, you were the mama, you know, even though that was trying to break away from that role, but you were essentially the glue of your team, and your team respected you and looked up to you as that, you know, component. So with you being gone, or, you know, it's going to fracture their team, and we will see how they, you know, go from here. But it did seem like, you know, looking at whoever else is left, that you were the glue for that team. So you being gone, it is going to be a disadvantage for Team Chloe.
Yeah, and I know poor Allison, she probably lost it because, you know, Allison is another one that cried.
Right. What you crying for?
That moment when Chloe caught her on coming into the room, that killed me.
I like how she kind of like stopped. She's like, like she didn't know whether she should.
I think she thought.
I almost thought Chloe was gonna laugh at her, like, why you cry? And just start laughing, but she was like, she's like,
No, that was scary.
what was it? She's like,
I'm upset.
Yeah.
Right.
Natalie's going home. We should all be here thinking about Natalie and supporting that Natalie. I'm like, I watched that about 99 times. I couldn't stop laughing. And why are you walking in the door crying? I'm upset.
That reminded me so much of my dad. Like, my dad would have smacked me upside the head if I walked in crying like that.
Well, I think she thought she was just gonna slip in the room like unnoticed.
Sure.
Like,
I know.
There's so much happening. Ain't no one gonna notice me come in.
Of course.
Crying.
No.
On
And
top
then
of
Chloe just like radar. Why you crying?
What you crying for, girl? I'm upset.
Damn.
Yeah. These people aren't playing. These cadres are not playing. There was a moment when right before you did leave, it looked like your team started to implode a little bit. You kind of started bickering and arguing amongst each other. What happened? Like what catapulted that?
Well, I had just come back in because Chloe had told me I needed to go and take a walk to clear my mind and think of the reason why I was at Camp Grit. So I come back and I hear them fussing about losing the challenge, and Janessa just was going on and on about us losing this challenge or whatever. So when I walk in the door, I ain't trying to hear that shit. We lost. There's nothing else we could do about it. Keep it moving. Y'all not up for elimination. I'm up for elimination.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so I just didn't feel like I needed to hear that. If y'all want to talk about that when I walk in the door, talk about it later. Don't talk about it now. You know, and it just pissed me off, like I said, knowing that, you know, she was constantly, nothing was going to change. Nothing she could have said would have made a change that, okay, Team Red, none of y'all have to go into elimination. We still have to go into that. I still have to go into elimination. So I just didn't want to hear it anymore. It was done. It was over. Bye, Felicia. I don't hear it.
Which is true, because if you're going for elimination, you want the support of your team. You want your team to be unified. You want them, you know, to be ready for you to go in and support you and not be bickering and try to put blame. Because essentially that's what it looked like. They were putting blame on whose fault it was. They were definitely going in on your girl because, you know, she's the one that left the medal and all of this. But obviously that wasn't going to help the situation. Like you said, you guys lost. You had to go in, so you needed to band together at that moment.
Exactly.
Right. And that's all we needed to do, and just pray that I come back, you know.
Right.
And Chloe walked in when the explosion was going on, and she, lucky she did, because ain't no telling what would have happened. Shit, I probably had to take out my goddamn earrings.
It's going down.
Okay, so when I go to Louisiana this summer, I'm meeting up with her.
Right, exactly.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Oh,
no,
damn.
yeah, we should just all just go just because.
Field trip.
I'm going to New Orleans, guys, so
you know,
we'll all go.
Okay.
There you go.
Come to New Orleans. Anytime y'all want to come, let me know. I'll be your tour guide.
How far are you from New Orleans?
I'm 2 hours from New Orleans, but that's nothing but a hop.
I'll meet you halfway, and I promise not to have any alligator juice or alligator.
Between alligators and beach balls, I don't want to see that ever again.
Right. Oh yeah, because you did. That's beach ball. Oh my gosh, that was where. So you go into the elimination challenge. You see kind of you know how it's configured and everything. How did you feel initially when you saw it? Did you feel like, okay, I got this? Did you feel nervous? What was the anticipation there?
I'm afraid of heights, so hell yeah, I was nervous. I didn't want to go into that elimination challenge, and then knowing I wasn't the best swimmer, I'm afraid of heights, and we over water. I mean, just taking it a bit too far.
But you know that, I mean, obviously you're going to have, you know, situations where you have to be in water. So, I mean, before you got there, correct?
My water days were over once you waterboard me and had me hanging upside down and dunking me in the water every so often and pulling me back up.
Oh, that one,
Water, I think I said that, knowing her. I was like, dude, this is like modern day waterboarding?
Right.
Exactly.
So you thought it was over. You thought the water stuff was over. You thought the water stuff was over.
Pretty much, shit. I thought they were gonna have me bake a cake or something. Shit, I didn't think I was gonna go up there and
Can you imagine the challenge being that? All right, guys, we're gonna have you bake a cake in less than 30 minutes.
She'll be like, I got it.
Right. And like an easy bake oven. You gotta use like an easy bake oven. Exactly. Like that's the challenge. And like with 4 ingredients or something like that. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. So you're up there and you're hanging. And how long did you end up being up there total?
It was I know it was over an hour.
It was over an hour.
Yeah.
And you basically, did they do the different positions? Was it every 15 minutes? Is that what it was?
I think, yeah, like every 15 minutes he would tilt it forward. So like once I got to the 4th position, it's like I just couldn't hold on anymore. My hands were sweaty.
Right.
And my legs was like hurting. I'm like, shit, Jill could stand on her goddamn hands all day long. She's a yoga instructor and shit. looked like George Foreman's son was built for that box.
Right.
But mom was hanging that damn box on there. I just went straight face plunging down.
But you held your own for over an hour. I mean, that still says
that's
a lot.
a
It's
lot.
not like
That's
you-
pretty, yeah.
It's not like you went down immediately.
Years old, and I went up against some youngsters like that.
Yes.
I'm proud of myself. And you know what? I got my grit, honey, and I ain't even worried about it.
But hey,
Yeah.
Them big preach.
there it is. What would you say was your biggest takeaway, Natalie, from the show?
I learned a lot about myself, actually. You know, my husband would always say I'm always talking at people and not to people. And watching Janessa talk at people sometime, I looked at her and just felt like I was looking at myself in the mirror sometime, like how she would talk to you. And she just had this tone about herself that was just, you know, so hard. And you just be like, people just seemed like they were scared of her because she just talked at you so hard. But that was the thing that I took away from it, because I would do that all the time, talk at people and not to people. So that was something that I took away from Camp Grit, and just looking at other people's struggles and seeing the different issues that they're dealing with, and realizing that, you know, I have issues, but some people's issues are way bigger than mine. And even noticing that, you know, George Foreman's son is in the house, and you're wondering, okay, what kind of issues he got?
Right.
They got all the money in the world, you know. He done went to boarding school. What could he be dealing with? But everybody have their own issues that they're dealing with. And, you know, if he said it took him 10 years to graduate from college, and that if he could do it, anybody could do it. So, you know, I've come out of there with a strong relationship with everybody in the group. I mean, we still talk and text.
Nice.
Next week I'm flying out to New York to go to Chris is having a watch party, and he want everybody there, so I'll fly out to New York, and it's a good bit of us that's going there. So
nice.
I can't wait to see them all again. I just hope if Richard's going, that he have clothes on in that.
Well, you can take him a Captain America shield.
Oh, that's amazing.
So he can
Just-
cover
just
himself.
the shield.
Just the shield. You know, mask optional.
Richard have some clothes on. Oh man!
Damn.
So you watched last episode. We talked on the phone, and you'd watched last. How was, because you know we got to meet Chloe and interview her. How was she as a cadre?
Oh, I love Chloe as a cadre. You know, she laughed with us and cried with us and everything. So I like how she said, you know, we should pull off each other's strengths and not each other's weaknesses after that challenge. So, you know, she was real compassionate. She was serious about what she was doing. And I mean, I think she was really a good cadre. I mean, if I had to pick a cadre all over again, I would pick her all over again, because I think she was great.
Awesome. It's good to hear. It's good to hear.
Absolutely, yeah.
I loved her.
really good to hear.
She was a good, like, even when she was here, I thought she was the sweetest thing
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
in the world.
We're going to end up having the whole red team by the end of this season,
I'm
sure.
totally down for it.
Yeah.
And maybe Richard.
And maybe
And
Richard.
Richard.
We gotta.
We got the yell.
Y'all gotta get Big Rich up in there. Make sure y'all have a picture of his body just blurred out.
I can't with her.
God damn.
Natalie, I have to thank you so much. You
This
brought
is the
such
greatest
joy
interview.
to our
This-
after show. This is one of the best interviews I think.
No, by far
been
the
had it.
best.
Yeah, this is super dope. Super
oh man,
dope.
I, you know, in the first episode when she's like, "Ooh, John Cena," and I was like, "I love her, I love her, I love her even more now." Now I know someone else in Louisiana. So when I go there, you're gonna see me on Twitter, be like, "Hey, where you at? Where you at?"
Where you at? Where you at?
Y'all have to come down. I'm in a Mardi Gras crew called the Crew of Knicks. It's an all-female crew, and we throw purses as our signature throws, and we decorate purses, and that's what we throw for Mardi Gras. So y'all gonna have to come down one Mardi Gras and just hang out and get drunk on Burger Street and do like everybody else. So you
There.
So we're done.
Done.
RSVP, I'm go.
Hell yeah.
No, we're there. We're there. No, for real, Natalie, thank you so much. This was really dope. I wish, especially now talking with you, I wish that you were on the show longer.
God,
Yes.
kills me.
I mean, you
Gosh.
just have so much to say.
Y'all ain't see the last of me. I'm gonna be on something, honey.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure you are.
Right?
I'm definitely sure you are.
We're trending. We're gonna trend
exactly.
something.
Yeah,
Get
we gotta
Natalie
get-
on, and
right.
you get to fill in the
Oh,
blank.
Exactly.
I'm thinking of, I'm transcribing this the second.
We're gonna
I
do.
get
We're gonna
over.
hook you
Oh,
up,
yeah.
Natalie. We're gonna hook you up. We're gonna start a hashtag and get you your show.
Hashtag hook mama up.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Look, I'm at my own call your own damn mama TV show or something.
There you go. Before we let you go, let the people know where they can find you, and also if you have your shirts on sale, where they can find the shirts.
I'm gonna put the shirts on sale. I just did it for my watch party, but I'll have it up on my Facebook page at Mrs. Martin 0697 is my Facebook page.
Okay.
And then I'm also on Twitter at Mrs. Martin 0697, so you can't forget that. My Instagram is Mrs. Martin 0697. So hey, anyone you're looking for me at, that's where you can find me. I'll have shirts, hats, potatoes, tomatoes.
You made it!
Yeah.
Oh, that video.
I got beans, greens, tomatoes.
Beans, greens.
Yeah. Shirley sees it. You name it. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love
incredible.
it. I love it. Thank you so much again, Natalie. We appreciate it. And we just maybe just have to have you back just to have you back.
Yes.
Now, by the time this season's done,
we might need to do that.
Please.
So
Heck, I might even be able to fly down there and come see y'all and sit in the studio.
oh man, there we go.
yeah.
There we go. You do it. You come down here. We got you. We got you.
Okay.
All right, Natalie. Take care. We'll see you.
Bye, Natalie.
See ya.
Thank you.
I was talking to you. And girl, when I come down there, I want some of them Huda wings now.
I got you, and you will be getting them for.
You can't be in no Huda outfit, no have no boobs and wearing push-ups, bro.
She clouded. She clouded. That's so
You know,
funny.
since that's the one thing I would have given up.
I mean, really.
All right, Natalie. We'll see you.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. Yo, son.
Yeah, my cheeks are,
That was amazing. How incredible was
cheeks are
that?
hurting so bad.
Good Lord.
How does she? Oh my gosh! How does she not have her own show?
I feel, dude. I really think the show is now
You
at
guys,
a
hold on.
disservice,
Right,
Because
right.
she's not on there.
You guys, let's do it.
What's
do
that?
it.
We're gonna
What do
come
you
up with a show. We're gonna pitch it to
We're gonna
networks.
pitch.
We're
We're gonna pitch.
She's getting
Call your
her
own
own
damn
show.
mama.
Call your own damn mama, and it'll be like an advice show.
It'll be like a Dr. Phil type show.
Yes, like a Dr. Phil, but it's gonna be call your own damn mama.
Right when it seems like she's about to give that nugget of advice,
Yeah,
bam,
yeah.
she hits a catchphrase.
Yeah.
Everyone goes nuts. Lights go off.
Yes.
Music
Oh my
goes
gosh.
off.
See, we have something here. We patent that.
TM.
We'll
No one.
TM.
No,
Get it.
that's us.
We'll shoot the pilot here and we'll shop it around.
There we
There
go.
you go.
Done.
Yes.
No,
That
she
was Jesus
needs.
talking, right?
That
Yeah.
was so.
Thank you,
I was
Lord.
not expecting that. Like,
No, me neither.
I was not. Literally, I was
As
not.
much as
expecting
we
that.
saw on the show,
Yes,
it wasn't
I
even.
was expecting
not even
sassiness,
close.
but I was literally not expecting like.
Yeah.
It was like Eddie Murphy raw.
You weren't
like
expecting
that's
butt
what I
booty ass
felt like.
naked is
Butt
what you
booty
were
ass naked. You know, she straight up called me out.
Damn.
I love her.
No, that was
That was phenomenal.
great. That was great.
Oh
no,
my gosh.
she's hilarious. I mean, and the thing is, it's like you get somebody like that, and it's like you get to a point you don't care, man. You know, you just like she said, she's empty nester.
Right.
She's like, I love what you talk about her husband. Like, how you doing, sir? How you doing? Like,
Hi, I'm Jan. She's like,
Nice to meet
there's
you.
kids busting in, and I was like, oh.
right.
Damn.
No, but I mean, that's really like for real. Like you just get to the point, like I'm living life.
Yeah.
You know, she's living life. She's doing her thing. She really needs. Gail needs to get her on the show. That's
That
what
was
I'm saying.
100%.
That would be a good look.
man.
And yeah, we need to do that. We should do the hashtag though.
Yeah,
Yes.
we should
Hashtag call your own damn mama.
Call your own damn mama. Call your own damn mama.
We need a hashtag get Natalie
Yeah.
on, and then you can like
Yeah,
fill in what you think she should
Well, what
be
is
on.
Gail's show's called? Well, do you know what her show is called? Maybe we get her on that show.
Right, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
We can
hashtag
get
get her
that.
on.
Remember
whatever the name of the
Mrs.
show.
Martin 0697
Exactly.
on all forms of social media.
I'm
yeah.
buying that shirt so I can wear it one of these times
Hell yeah.
on the panel.
That would be so
And
cool.
if there's a hat, I'm throwing on the hat.
Oh, she said she gonna have it all. She gonna have it all.
God, that was so
Purses,
good.
I'm gonna end up buying
everything.
it all. You watch.
Oh my gosh,
Man.
that was good. That was good. Yeah. So there was a couple of things we didn't discuss.
I was going to say, did we not touch it on anything?
Yeah, there was just a couple, nothing like super important.
Yeah.
I did. It was interesting. One thing that I thought when it got to George Foreman, and she mentioned it as well, I thought people knew who he was. I didn't realize that they didn't know that he was George Foreman's son.
Right.
That's what I thought, but apparently, I mean, I guess, you know, if you don't want people to know, you're not going to go up to them and be like, hey, my name's George Foreman.
It's one of those things,
So-
like if it comes up naturally, I'm sure, like he usually doesn't hide it, but he's like, no, I'm just going
Well,
Well,
I
it
thought
almost
I
came
thought
up
he had
pretty
just-
naturally when he
Yeah.
was boxing outside with Herman. And he's like, oh, I'm just going to let it go.
No, he was
man."
just going to let him have it.
I was just like,
That was funny. Well, how do you do it? Well, what do you do?
Really?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Cool. Like
Got
this?
it.
Oh, man, you're a
no.
genius.
You got it.
That was good, though. That was good. No, I thought he had said his last name.
I see.
Because, you know,
I see.
we're seeing it and it
Yeah.
has a cap, but I thought he had said his last, people knew his last name. So it was just like, if he says, my name is George Foreman, like,
Yeah.
oh,
Right,
like the
right,
boxer, and then it would come up.
Right.
Yeah.
But apparently he didn't. They just
I
know him
think,
as
yeah,
George.
I feel like what I was under the impression of is that everyone's pretty much everyone's under first name basis, like until
Right.
after the show, I guess.
Maybe.
That's what
That
I'm
that
guessing.
makes more sense.
But
yeah.
That would.
But I love that moment when it just came up between the conversation between him and Grady. Like, what are their names?
right.
Well,
My whole
name
family's
George.
name is George.
What's the last name? Foreman. Oh my gosh. Let's go get some chickens.
you know,
That's the
the-
funny thing. It's like he wanted to go wrestle chickens, or you know.
and he
that
snatched the
chicken.
hell out of that
Oh,
chicken.
he did.
He was like,
It was like
all
nothing. I never seen that. Like I seen people try to grab it, you know, like this, but didn't he like grabbed it by the legs or something?
Well, he literally was like, we used to get
Yeah,
chickens from the
grew up on a
ranch, and he
farm,
literally like snatched it by the leg, and then
yeah.
I
that was
do.
it.
I do want to talk a little bit, just in the brief time that we have, about kind of the what seemed like sort of the budding romances that we saw kind of start to develop.
You call him romance though?
I mean, it could get there.
Are you talking about with Grady and Carla?
I'm talking about with Grady and Carla. I'm talking about with Herman and Melanie.
I see that with Herman and Melanie
know?
a lot.
You
Okay.
know,
You know, putting that hat on her.
Yeah. Okay. I
Grady
think,
and Carla maybe not a romance, quote unquote.
I think, but I think he's trying to. I think that's a player move. Like I think he's trying to.
And I
use
think
it
it's
as
kind of a
tactic.
messed up.
It is because he's
knowing-
cadre.
Exactly. One, he's
Interesting, okay.
cadre.
Yeah.
Two, she's a contestant. Three, he knows the type of woman she is. She said
Right.
that she's been. So it's kind of like she seems like one of those girls that, kind of gives her all, and
Yes,
she easily
yes.
falls into it.
Yes.
And he's playing into it like,
Interesting.
you are a hashtag dick. I'm sorry. But I got so mad when I saw it. I was like, who do you think you are?
Interesting,
Little
okay.
Grady
Yeah.
with your little green shirt, and he's looking at her through the damn telescope like a creep, and he's like, oh no, well, she came up to me.
Yeah,
And I was
I didn't
just
like
like-
that because I already don't like him because he stacked his team. Number one.
Sure.
I thought Rick
sure.
should've
So
smacked
he
him
stacked
upside
his
the head.
team, so I already feel some kind of way because I really thought Burke was going to be the dude. Like, oh, he seems such a douche,
Right.
but he's actually turning out to be like a good
It's tough
leader.
love, but he wants to help everyone.
He's a
Yeah.
good leader. He's a good leader. But yeah, Grady pulling this and old girl, what's her name was mentioning it to him too. Was like
Ricky.
Ricky.
Ricky was mentioning it to him.
Yeah, just like, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, what are you doing? And and that's the thing. It's like all these people have weaknesses. So it's like you're preying on her weakness.
And that's what kind of sucks. And it's not only does it suck for her because everyone's watching it from this end,
Right.
it just makes him look like a total
Look bad.
insensitive
Exactly.
ass. And he's a
Absolutely.
cadre.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I mean, it made me so mad, and I kind of want John Cena to be like,
Yeah.
"Yo, bro, let me come talk to you. Come here. This is not
Well, I feel like
how you treat women."
what's going to happen is if it continues,
He
I
might-
feel like, well, I don't think it'll be him. I think the girls will take care, the women cadre. I think Chloe and Ricky are going to go in
Ricky's
on
a
him.
pretty badass.
Yeah, and I
she
can
is.
see Chloe too being like, dude, you need to chill out. Like you really shouldn't do that. That's not even cool.
Right.
So I think he'll get called if it continues. Maybe
Right.
that's it.
And I think it depends. I think it may also depend on the dynamic.
Right.
I think the delineation between contestant and cadre obviously makes it a certain level of inappropriate already.
Exactly.
But it could develop into something more organic as the episodes go on. Who knows?
I just don't like him. So that's why I'm saying, like,
That's
if it was
also
anybody else,
Don't
I
like
just,
it.
yeah, I just
Hashtag
don't like
nope.
him. Yeah.
Hashtag
So I'm just like, you stack your
Hashtag-
team. Now you're playing dirty.
Right.
Like, dude, come on, dude. Like,
That's
stop
fair.
it.
But Herman and Melanie, I'm 100%
They're
on board
cute.
with that.
I'm totally on board
like
with
that.
that.
100% on board with that.
And
like that.
I really want to know what happened with her breakup because, she went through such a bad breakup, and we saw a little bit of, Jill.
Jill, Jill
Yes.
had an
like
affair.
oh,
Yes.
that like broke my heart.
That's
And
rough.
she's like, I stayed with him because it would break the kid's heart.
Right.
So it's like that's a very common thread nowadays. You
Oh,
hear
yeah.
it a lot.
Absolutely.
And it broke my heart, and she's crying, and she's like, I need to become a stronger person, and I was just. And then there's the asshole Grady.
And then there's Grady.
I'm not gonna drop it. I'm not gonna drop it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's
we need to
terrible.
get him on the show
Yeah.
so I can give him a piece of my mind.
We can arrange that.
Right? We'll make it happen.
We'll have to make it happen.
I want him sitting right there so he could see and feel this emotion. And then we need to get Burke on
and
here
then
so
we-
we give him a hug.
There you
And then
go.
you give.
Because he needs a hug.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, man.
Oh man. Let's get into predictions real quick. Let's do that.
Predictions.
Predictions.
Get it.
Okay, here we go. Hold on. Wait.
I'll leave it to the long one.
Okay.
Give me that theremin.
Get the long one.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
God, look at those lights. That's why you need to be watching the YouTube stream.
I know.
Cereal.
For y'all that are listening on iTunes.
Right,
We
right.
appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
But there's so much more to the show.
So much more. So, I mean, we talked about front runners last week. Do you guys still have the same front runners? Do you feel different now seeing the second episode? Anybody step up?
I like how
in
we
your
both were
mind?
so like,
I mean,
Interesting.
not too much has changed, I don't think.
no. I mean,
There's still anyone that comes right to my mind is too easy of a choice, you know? Like it's easy to say like, oh, George Foreman might make it forward because like obviously.
mine's still Michael. I
Okay.
even said that
Okay.
today.
We didn't see much of him this episode.
We
Not
didn't,
really, not really.
But I still think it's going to be him. I think what we're seeing now is I think everyone's kind of feeding off of everyone's energy. So
Sure.
everyone's just a little more like badass, you know, like just seeing Gigi, how quick she was to strip down. Not saying that I wasn't surprised.
Right,
but,
right.
you know, she was one of the only girls. And then Janessa, you know, that takes a lot for a girl to, you know,
Sure.
strip down naked. So to me, that shows a lot. Melanie, I think we put her on the back burner a bit because, I mean, I think she's
we didn't see a lot of her in that
we
first
didn't.
episode.
So it's like, you know, I see her as a front runner.
Sure.
I still think Carla's a really, really, really good front runner. I just don't want Grady to like
interfere.
kind of interfere.
Right.
Like,
Sure.
you know,
I honestly think that's not gonna. I think that's gonna get dead.
Right.
I hope not.
I think they're
Right.
gonna dead that.
I hope
We
not.
we didn't see a ton of Sherman. I think Sherman. If gun to my head, I think I would pick Sherman to go far.
He's gonna go far for sure.
I'm
Yeah.
concerned though about Chloe's team just because of what we saw. If, you know, truly, and I could tell even by, you know, with interviewing her and how she is, I could see how she truly was, you know, she was the eldest person on the team.
Right.
She was the glue. And when you got somebody like Sherman on that team, because you look at the team without her, you got Sherman, who's the hothead.
Right.
You got
Allison, the
Janessa,
emotional.
who's super emotional.
We've already seen Sherman and Allison at each other's throats.
Exactly.
And that I don't
Or
think
Allison,
that was.
Allison's the
I
one
don't
super
think-
emotional.
I don't think that was the last we saw of that.
And then she just said herself how
Right.
Janessa delivers and she
Right.
talks at people.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's
And
just
both Sherman and Allison don't seem like the type that would take
Exactly.
on that.
no.
So it just,
Oh,
I don't know.
you're right. That
It's
might
just-
be rough.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with that, like how that progresses.
Right, but it'll be a test for Chloe to see if she
absolutely.
can kind of keep them together in Natalie's stead.
Right.
You know?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, it will be interesting because I think she definitely took the hit as far as the hit in the sense of I think she had the most challenge
Right.
with her team.
Right.
I'll put it
I
like
think
that.
you're right. I think you're right.
I think
she
she had the most
literally
challenge with
got
her
the
team.
different from, like, she got not two that
Right.
would mesh together. She
Right.
just got all
That's true. Yeah.
completely different ones, different
Exactly.
directions, and she's trying to mend them
put 'em
and
back
put them
together.
together.
So yeah, but I mean, they could use that as a point of reference and say like, hey, we need to come together and kind of do this and ushered by Chloe and you know, especially if they start losing more people, like if they lose someone else, you know, like how we saw last season, and then when the team start losing and then you just got down to two. I remember Yvette
Yes.
was here and she was talking about when it was just her and old boy and how they just, but they stuck together pretty well for a
Right.
while,
Yeah.
because they used that to the advantage. So
I'm calling my big boy Rich.
Big Rich.
Big Rich.
Big Rich. That was girl. That was so funny.
Oh my gosh.
If he comes over there, make sure you have clothes on.
God, so good.
Yeah, that
so
was
many
good.
good
But,
lines.
you
That
know,
was good.
and you know what? I think all of them, to be honest, I think all of them have a shot in a different way.
In a different way.
Okay.
Like either if it's physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Sorry, Hannah and Allison, y'all can't have it.
Oh gosh.
The crying. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Burke will do something about that by the end of the season. I think we'll see a different Hannah by the end of the season.
I mean, I definitely think there'll be changes. They'll definitely get stronger
I will
as
say,
it progresses.
shout out to Hannah's
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
She was walking. I was like, damn, girl. I was like, okay, just stop crying.
Just
Right.
stop
That's
crying.
it.
You'd
That's
be
all
good.
you need.
Like, she's a beautiful woman. She's
She
a
is.
beautiful woman.
And they're
but
all.
she
They're
just-
all.
yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I think all these girls are like awesome in their
Sure.
own way, and they're
Absolutely.
all beautiful in their own way. Hashtag, girl goals.
There you go. You got it.
Girl goals.
You nailed it. Nailed it in one.
Kind
We'll
of
see how it goes.
Like
We'll see how it goes. But
whatever.
it will be interesting. You said gargoyle?
Yeah, like the cartoon.
Of course.
I'm thinking gargoyles, the things that sit on
Yeah,
the...
gargoyles, the
Oh, yeah.
cartoon. But when I said girl
Girl goals?
girls.
Oh. Sounds like you're gurgling. Like, on that note,
Gargoyles is dope.
gargoyle, hashtag gargoyles. Hashtag get gargoyles on the show. We're making it all happen over here.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's it, man.
That's it. That was
it.
Y'all,
what
we want to
an
thank you.
episode
I
that
know,
was.
This was great. This was great.
Man.
We want to thank everyone for tuning in. Everyone that was in the live chat, thank you. Sorry we couldn't get you because we can't see it because we had our guest on the screen.
We trust you're holding it down.
Yeah, we know you hold it down, and we'll get with you next week. We definitely want to give a thanks to Natalie for being on the show.
So good.
She
So
was
good.
So
Thank you.
one of my favorite guests
Everyone.
ever in life. She was amazing. But yeah, make sure you tune in next week because you never know, we might have another guest on the show. I'm just saying, our goal is to have a guest every week.
We're 2 for 2.
I know
We're
our
2
goal
for
is
2,
our goal
so
is every week.
let's get that
let's see if we can get
third
it.
one.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna work on
Grady.
John Cena for our girl.
Yvette, there you
yeah.
go.
I even offered if John Cena comes, Nikki can sit right there. She could be the chaperone. If she wants to sit right next to me, she totally.
She can even hold you down.
She can hold me down. I just want to
It's
be
all
in
good.
the
I just
presence.
want to be in the presence.
You know, I just want to go to him and
Yeah.
be like,
Right. We're gonna see if it happens. But anyway, I've been your host, Lem Gonsalves, and you can find me always at The Poet Saint all day, every day, and you can check out my website, stayonthemock.com. Yvette, where you at?
You can always find me on Twitter at Sports and Sass with 3 S's and on Instagram with 2 S's.
Yes, sir.
You can find me on all forms of social media at Ty Matthews PMA. This Sunday's Championship Wrestling from Hollywood's Red Carpet Rumble. If you're in Southern California, come check it out. It's our biggest show of the year. It's completely free. And you can check me out on the Lucha Underground after show with Mark Donica, who's in the booth, like literally starting in 5 minutes.
What? I thought there was a... Never mind. We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it. Maybe it is. Maybe you're right.
Maybe it is.
But it's tonight.
But it's tonight. Until then, we'll see you next week. Peace.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.